Hello everyone, it's Stacy Cleveland and this is my senior image presentation. Today I'm going to go over some of the stereotypes of senior aging as well as some of the pros and cons and just a little bit of research that I came across. So let's take a look at the image that I chose. This is an older adult. We're looking at her all silver hair and her skin is wrinkled. However, she is seemingly to having the time of her life. She has what looks like maybe a party dress or something, but she's definitely dressed for a party. So over to the right, there is another female senior adult who is holding on to her arm. I'm not sure if she is assisting the party girl per se, or if she's being assisted by the party girl. But regardless, it seems to be some type of a party or celebration. There is in the background a mixture of older adults and younger adults. And there's also here a female. It looks like as if she has on a lab coat, maybe, and could be a health professional. And this could be a senior living environment or maybe some type of a senior home. However, they are celebrating some occasion, and she seems to be very happy. So some of the pros and cons of aging, I guess, or senior aging would be older adults. They deal better with tough situations. Older adults are happier with themselves and they have a lot of wisdom because probably they've been on this earth a lot longer, and they've had many experiences and many probably good and bad situations that happen in their lives. They also are known to have a better sex life and they also get a chance to enjoy grandchildren. And some of the cons would be the sagging or wrinkling skin. They need less sleep. And according to the article that I've read, maybe just 1 to 1.5 hours of sleep is needed each night. Also, they experience physical and mental limitations. Part of the research that I've come across regarding an interest that I had between the ages of the aging process of men versus the aging process of women, and neuroscience has the task of determining what those changes are as it regards to the changes in their brain as the aging process goes along. Parts of the research include typical aging versus neurodegenerative disease as it relates to age-related cognitive decline. Also, is needed regarding the changes in women's lives through the transition of menstrual cycles and pregnancy, taking oral contraceptives, and menopause, where there are more abrupt changes that happen more so in women than there are in men. Men also experience a gradual decline, which begins around the age of 30, and it just continues throughout the rest of their life. So the brain is an endocrine organ, and during a menstrual cycle or more estrogen increases 12 times the amount, while progesterone increases 800 times the amount. So when the menstrual cycle ends, which is what happens after menopause, older adults no longer, no longer receive that type of an increase after menopause. So the question is asked in this article is, how do these changes shape the brain? Studies show that these facts in determining the early processes that lead to age-related cognitive decline and ultimately risk of dementia, specifically for women. Also, teenage girls taking oral hormonal contraceptives may encounter some type of a long-term alteration of brain functioning. And yet these studies still need more longitudinal studies to be able to conclude any matters regarding the issues stated. And next, we're just going to go through very quickly some of the stereotypes that we often hear about older adults, and that is that they're frail or weak, they have lots of money, have a loss of memory, they do not drive well, they have bad eyesight, take lots of medication, and that older adults are mean, and that they stop having sex. And so from my research, it just seems to be that these are really the stereotypes, and there are lots of senior citizens or older adults that are making these stereotypes no longer the norm. So I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. There's a lot more that I could talk about, but I know that we have a time limit. So I thank you for listening to my senior image presentation. Thank you and have a great day.